Well, very good evening, one and all. After a very incredibly long day and types. Oh, where's he going now?
Turn the light off. Turn that light off.
Gosh, again. Good evening, everyone. Welcome along to another episode of the Studio Rats Q&A Live. It's episode number 241. My name's James Ivy.
I'm Paul Drew.
Have you got a lemsip in there, Paul?
I've got a lemsip. I've got to be honest. Listen, I'm not gonna go on too much about it. I've got man flu.
Are you a martyr to it?
Oh, you wouldn't. It's awful.
It's been a very long. It's been a very long day today for some of us. More on that later. But however, tradition dictates I don't make the rules. I just follow them. Mr. Drew, what have y'all been up to?
Oh, just a good question. What YouTube videos? We did the Crazy Tube Circuits Venus.
I like that a lot.
I know why you like it, because you like the Dave Gilmore business.
I do. I like it. Sounded very Dave Gilmore-y.
Oh, and we did the Cockness Monster, which is I've just having a look, which is this bad boy.
The funniest thing about that is the stuff that the viewing public won't have seen.
What's that?
We have a Facebook group for me, Greg, and Paul to share some crazy ideas, and it was basically how many ridiculous versions of cock can we get into a video title.
It was Greg's massive Cockness Monster. There was other that started to get a little bit worse, but I was quite serious about putting it in there because I always think with videos, if you're too sensible, people don't click on it. If you do something a little bit, it's not clickbaity, is it? It's just silly, stupid.
It's rude. I think Monsters of Cock was the way forward.
Monsters of Cock, yeah.
Play on words for the amazing festival that used to happen at Reading that then became Reading.
It wasn't Reading. It's Donington.
I saw Monsters of Rock at Reading once.
What the hell? That's not Monsters of Rock. Monsters of Rock is Donington.
I agreed, but it was still the festival that later became other things. I want that pedal. It's a good pedal. They do make some really good stuff, don't they? Jam pedals.
They do. They make some awesome stuff.
Really good stuff.
Really good stuff. Yeah, lots of good stuff from Jam pedals. Lots of fun last week. Lots of pedal. It was like last week was like a pedal turning up a day and stuff to review. So
it wasn't far off that today, was it? With pedal and stuff turning up.
Yeah, but are people bored with pedals now? Do you think? Because it used to be that pedal videos got big numbers, and now I don't think so much. But
I think it's one of those things, isn't it? When processing power became a thing that you could have quite a lot of power on a single unit, like a programmable thing, all of a sudden pedals fell away. Individual pedals went, nobody wanted that because programming was a thing. And then I think all of a sudden, probably 10 years ago, there was a big resurgence in pedals. And then these like custom and boutique pedal companies came out of the woodwork, producing really cool, interesting stuff. Yeah. Which I think is why pedals are now doing as well as they are. I mean, pedal videos, I can't really speak to that. I don't make enough of them, but it's weird. Yeah. We had a play with some nice pedals today, and it was good.
We did. So what have you been up to? Coming over to mine.
Well, came over to your gaff today, and we've done. Was it 4 videos today?
Yes, 4 videos today, which was
2
nice.
pedals, an amp, and 2 pedals, an amp, and a test. Should we talk about?
Oh,
yeah.
Can we talk? Maybe later on. Maybe later on. We'll talk about later.
We'll talk about other things. Yeah, we'll talk about other things that happened today and other cool stuff that's arrived and stuff that I've been to collect and things when we get into it. Other than that, I've been making videos that nobody wants to watch.
That's because you're making videos on things that people haven't got.
Well, technically speaking, that's what a gear review is, isn't it? Making a video on something that doesn't have.
That's a fair point. That is a fair point. No, James making lots of videos on Atmos.
Dolby Atmos, immersive, and
yeah.
I'm enjoying it, and I'm enjoying the learning curve.
Yeah,
it's not getting the highest number of views yet.
It's so niche, isn't it? But it's if you're the guy that's known for it, you'll be the guy that is known for it. It's all good.
In 5 years' time, I'll be reaping the rewards of all the public speaking dates and all the stuff that people will be asking me to do.
Yeah, you never know. That is the way that it happens, isn't it? Excellent.
Yeah. It's that kind of craziness. Right. Should we get into some comments and stuff from you?
Let's do it.
I've been listening to another YouTube book today, or on my 5 hours of journey time, called YouTube Secrets. And one of the things it says is that your community needs to have a name. Now, do we think, community that's listening right now, all 62 of you, that you are the rat fans, the rodents? I think rat fans is...
That's a very British thing. I'm not sure anyone would understand that. Rodents. Oh, I don't know.
I like rat fans.
Okay.
Only because it has overtones of...
Put in the comments what you want to be called.
Yes, and then we'll refer to you as that from now on. But here we go. Boom.
Nabs, he says, hi, Strummy Rats and all. Paul, love the Cockness Monster demo. Cheers, mate. He said, very versatile. What would you pair with it on stage? Or think it's the total package? Apart from reverb, which, lots of amps have, I think it's a total package. It's really good. I mean, the fuzz is one of the only fuzzes that I really like that's in it. Possibly a compressor before it. I mean, it does everything. It really does everything because it's got my favorite modulation, which is the I've got it. Sorry, I'm pointing down because it's on my board down there, which is the Harmonious Monk version 2 or Mark 2, whatever they call it. It's got the great delay on it. It's got everything. It's really good. And I mean, yes, it's expensive, but it's not as expensive as if you bought the pedals separately. Individually. Yeah.
Cool.
Daniel, greetings, rats from a sunny and warm North Carolina. By the way, I put those String Joy Orbital 10 to 46 on 3 of my guitars, and they are excellent. A total upgrade for my playing and sound. Nice one, Daniel. I'm glad. If you don't mind, if you can send String Joy a message just saying, by the way, I bought these because of the Studio Rats or whatever, that would be a massive help for us.
Yes.
Thanks, mate.
I'm glad you like
them straight, aren't they?
They are good. Chew.
Oh, there you go. You got it. Al, mate. He says, hey up. One more house things. All good, mate.
All is very good. Very, very good. Al, I haven't. I'm sneezy. Al got some stuff to share with you, which you'll like, and nobody else will probably.
Jeff, good morning from chilly Brisbane. Here we go. Oh, where the icy autumn blast will set the temperature plummeting to 28 degrees. Oh, bless you. Hope everyone's well.
Right, other than me now coming down with whatever Paul's got.
Yeah, you love it. Hello from BC, says Thomas. Thomas. BC, is that British Columbia?
British Columbia, I think, yes.
That's what I would think, yeah.
As opposed to the district of, which is DC, of course.
Could be Billericay. Alan Rice. Hi, I hope all's well. And you, Alan. Hope you're well. Jeff, Paul's cost me money again. Oh, no. This time it's a Crazy Tube Circus Venus pedal. The Australian distributor won't be stocking it yet, so I grabbed it from Toman. Nice one. I hope you followed my link.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. Follow the link. Nice. You'll like that, Jeff. Cracking.
And he said,
for me personally, I wouldn't take the bias past 3 o'clock or whatever. So it stays in that sort of. I don't quite like it when it goes back to the fuzz settings, but yeah, the top end settings, lovely, jubbly. Jeff, Toman sent an email to say, am I the only one who reads Toman's emails in Henning's voice? That's probably true.
It's funny because I read them in Karim's voice, our link at Toman. So yeah, that's who I read it as.
Oh, Jeff, very jealous. Oh yes,
oh.
Bad with the 2x12 cab. I thought the cream one might go well in Heather's face when she finds out how much it costs. Mate, great, the best. That's one of the best amps I've ever tried. That fantastic,
lovely
highlight of NAMM. Alan, I'm looking for some advice. I've injured my rotator cuff. Oh, where's that?
Shoulder, I think. Yeah, shoulder.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And I can't take the weight of my Strat. Can you recommend some lightweight guitars for me to look at? I don't have much cash. Oh, the thing is, mate, is
if I was from Scott's bass lessons, I'd be saying Steinberger.
Steinbergers aren't actually that light.
No, they're not.
But anyway, no, they're not.
Not even the cricket bat one.
Oh, the cricket bat one, obviously. Yeah. No, that is. So I think meant like the full size ones. Can we go back to where's the question? There we go.
Sorry.
Lightweight guitars for not much money. The thing is, if it's not much money, that's the problem, because the lightweight guitars normally go to the lightweight wood normally goes to the more expensive boutique builders. You're really gonna have to try like a load of things. What's that really light wood?
Pine.
A beachy. Yeah, pine guitars, but they don't tend to make cheap guitar builders don't tend to use pine.
A beachy. That was your fault, not mine.
Yeah. Yeah, and they all these woods tend to be used for the more sort of high-end builders. I think pine, because pine has to be really dry. I think it's not like the pine that you get down.
It's not the pine they make wardrobes out of. No.
Exactly. Yeah.
The moisture content way too high.
Yeah. The only thing I can suggest is possibly get one of those big straps to distribute the weight, but it's probably not going to help at all, because it's any weight, isn't it?
I mean, I would say this is. I mean, unless you're looking to gig, Alan, and I can kind of tell you are from your picture. Can you sit down to play?
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to sit down, mate. And I know that isn't very cool for gigging, but it's do you do that or not gig? I would say
a stool, like a drum stool, maybe might work. A drum stool, those little footstools you can get, the little tiny bass players stools for you. Something like that might help. Yeah. Think.
What about those stands that you can get for
like the thing he uses, the bass player from Wolfpack uses.
Yeah, that sort of thing. I think all of them use it. Yeah, it can hold the guitar up. Maybe that's the option if you're thinking about gigging. Wolfpack use
what's
Wolfpack,
his name?
No, it's Wolfpack. It's not Wolfpack. It's the Flyers, the something Flyers, isn't it?
Frequent Flyers.
Corey Wong and that one.
Corey Wong's, and I'm trying to think of the bass player's name, but he's amazing.
Joe Dart.
That's the one, yeah. Because they all play on mounted stands, don't they?
Stands. I would say that is.
Yeah, I would say that's a really good idea.
I'd rather do that than buy a cheap, shitty guitar that.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen those used on big tours for acoustic.
Yeah.
So the electric player can just go and go back to his electric.
Yeah, it's Richie Sambora, isn't it? In that bloody song.
Bon Jovi.
Yeah. Wanted Dead or Alive.
And Tina Turner's band do it as well.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, mate. So sorry to hear about your injury. Gary, hi everyone. Don't forget to press the like button. Cheers, Gary. Yes, give us a like. Not a light.
Or a light.
Give us a like if you want. Thanks, Gary. Give us a like. It really makes a massive difference. Massive difference. Because we get nothing out of this. We don't put any adverts on this. This is
nope. This is
light guitar.
Here's what you get.
Yeah. Zach, light guitar, Parker Fly. Yes, Parker Fly, but they're not cheap. I would have suggested that. Or, if you want a light guitar, go and get a Tyler, but £6.1. But it's not a cheap guitar.
You pick up because the Parker Flies that were inexpensive weren't light, were they? They weren't carbon fiber. They were wood.
They were wood. Yeah, they'll probably still be lighter than a normal guitar, because they're so thin and
Yeah,
I
I think
ugly as hell.
I've played a couple and gone, oh, this is nice.
Yeah, they're good.
But I think you're right. I think that the stand-up stand is the way forward.
Yeah.
It's going to be a damn sight cheaper than buying a new decent guitar as well.
Yeah. Michael MC, may we get your opinion on the 20-watt Synergy? Sounds like a fun idea to get a module every year as a new amp. I did a review of it, Michael. So when it came out, I did the launch video, or one of the launch videos, I should say.
And
it's good.
I think between the two of us, we can safely say we are fans of Synergy.
Yeah, Synergy. So think of it as I'm trying to be honest here. If you want a Friedman amp, don't think the Synergy and the Friedman is going to be exactly like getting a Friedman Brown Eye or something like a BE, because it's not. It gets you into that sort of ballpark, but it's not the same as a Friedman. It's also not the same as a Soldano. Blah 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 blah. So you can't replace it, but they have that sort of sound.
It's
because it's a completely different output section.
If you're in my world in a studio and you want to be able to offer really, really great sounding amps, it's a really, really great option.
Yeah.
To be able to put, 5 or 6, 7 amps out. Let's try this. Let's try that. Is it the same? No. But is it really close? Yes.
Yes. Yeah. The thing is, so these the modules have 2 valves, I think. Most of them have 2 valves. I can't think of any that have any more because they've only got the space for that. So each module has 2 valves and 2 channels, in effect. Now, something like a Soldano has 5 12x7 valves and the output section valves. So they're using solid state components. I don't know what you call it, transistors, whatever, to replicate doing the other jobs. I don't know what is replaced, but it's not the same. But they sound really good.
Some of the newer modules, like the Z-Rec, have this magic 0-watt power stage thing, which is really clever.
Yeah. And that does sound actually the closest one.
Yeah, gets you even closer to the sound. And I suspect as more of these modules start to use that tech, they will get even closer.
And they are starting to do that as well. Yeah, there's stuff coming out.
So
really
it's good.
Good stuff.
We like it.
Gary, how many of your guitars would you own if you couldn't see them? Just going off feel and sound. How many of your guitars would you own if you couldn't see them? Just going off feel and sound. Oh, that's interesting. Well, I'd only need 1 or 2 probably, but that's a really good question. I don't know.
If you couldn't see them.
You couldn't see them, so just going off the sound. So do they sound that different? I think he's basically saying. And do they feel that different?
There was. Do you remember a game show back in the 80s, 90s called You Bet? Do you remember that TV game show?
I remember the name. The
premise of it was that celebrities, in commas, would be paired off with members of the public who said they could do a thing, and then the other celebrities would bet against them. And I remember one of the first episodes was this guy could blindfold tell the difference in sound between 18 different guitars.
Oh, wow.
And I went, that's quite cool. And on the first one, he said, can I come back to it? On the second one, he got it wrong. I was like, yeah, you've just completely destroyed that whole myth that all guitars are different. Now, amazing. I agree that certainly all your guitars feel very different to play.
Yeah.
From playing that baseball bat of a guitar of a Strat today to then playing your Les Paul, it's like, well, this is different. But there are so many videos out there now where people are playing the same thing and it sounds way too close to cool.
It is. I mean, it's like, if you play a YouTube video and I pick up a Strat or I pick up a Telly, I don't think many people would hear the difference, and it doesn't really matter because it's all, it's how you play and stuff, isn't it? It's like that's far more recognizable than go, oh yeah, that's a Telly sound. I mean, a Telly sound tends to be very bright, doesn't it? But Tellys don't have to be bright and twangy and high pitched, and high pitched, wrong word, high frequency.
Yes, bright. Yeah,
bright.
I think I'd probably need two, if I'm honest. I'd need something with humbuckers and something with single coils. Job done.
Yeah. I think
there is the argument for 5, isn't there?
I think 3. I think Strat, Telly, and
Strat, Telly, Les Paul, something hollow, and something with P90s. There's the 5.
Yeah, but a Strat, Telly, and a Les Paul or a 335. I think I'd be be happy. Anton, hi all. Hi Anton. Graham, evening everyone. Evening Graham. Daniel says, I think pedals will be making a big comeback because of the tariffs. Guitars and amps will be too expensive, and pedals will be the only affordable way to satisfy your guests. That's really interesting. Yeah, well, that's it. I'm sort of talking about something in the news is sort of relevant to that. So we'll talk about that.
But what's interesting with the whole tariffs thing is a lot of the guitars we want are American made.
Yeah, all the guitars I want American made.
Yeah, so it's tariff stuff going there, isn't it? It's not tariff stuff coming out.
At the moment, well, no,
I got it completely wrong.
It is if you live in Canada, so it's both ways because they put the tariffs on it coming back the other way as a punishment. It's got to be fair.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And yet most of the timber they build guitars out of, and that the Americans build their homes out of, comes from Canada.
I don't know actually.
Does
it really? Wow.
Nearly all the timber that Americans build their houses out of comes from Canada.
Wow. Is that why he wants Canada? It's a weird thing, isn't it? Some weird shit going on.
He wants it huge.
Bogey. I too was playing with my cock today. It's a little one, but really amped using it. Awesome. Good on you, mate. Play away. Mississippi evening. TSR was going to move my Tonix pedal on until the new editor. So easy to use. Have you got any plans for videos? Funny enough, we were talking about that today. No, because everyone's done a video on it. It seems a bit silly to do a video.
We'll come up with an angle on it, which is particularly us. And when it's right, we'll do it. Because everyone's just going, this is the editor. Yes. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, it needs to be something
different
in the video. It needs to be something different. Mr. Sardi. Go and check out Steve's awesome YouTube channel. He says, good evening to the most beautiful rats on the interwebs. And you, mate.
Oh, you nice man.
You can answer this one.
I searched for James's channel. What's the channel called? It's called this. It's called TSR Jivey Talks Tech. That's me.
I don't know. I think the bit that's confusing is the TSR bit. Get rid of the TSR. Just call it Jivey Talks Tech.
Oh, get rid of it
then. Yeah. And a ghost. Alan Rice Ibanez S series for lightweight guitar, maybe. Or go headless. That's true. The Ibanez Q series. Not super cheap, though. Yeah, not cheap. Rat Pack. I like Rat Pack.
Rat Pack. Yeah, I'll go with that. Rat Pack. Steve likes
Vermin or Rat Pack. That's good.
Yeah, I like Rat Pack.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. I quite like Vermin as well. Okay. Evening, guys. It's Chris. Evening, Chris. Gary, it must be really difficult to make guitar-related videos. I don't watch any new guitar videos because I have all I want. I don't really watch many pedal videos because I can't afford the ones I want. Yeah, it is difficult. I'm trying to sort of do something different every time. I mean, as different as it can be.
It's funny because we both find that when we do videos together, it just is really quick. And so we shot four videos today. I can't shoot 4 videos on my own in one day. I can't do it. But when the two of us are there, it's good, isn't it? It's fun. It's much better. Quote unquote easy. Still got to edit them a lot.
Yeah, there's a video coming out tomorrow on. No, it's there.
There we go. There it is.
Video.
How good is that?
Oh, it's a great amp that is. Don't want to get rid of that. Anyway,
Yeah, really good amp. So is that coming out tomorrow?
Yes, 4 o'clock.
Cool.
4 p.m. UK time. Delta Fits. Irats, can we discuss live guitar tone? How are you going about in terms of EQ? Obviously, you don't have to take in the Fletcher Munson effect. Thoughts? I don't hear many people discuss this. Yeah, I mean, it's different dialing in a tone in a in a room to dialing it in with a band and stuff. Yeah, most of the time, I think, you're removing all the bottom end, some of the top end, focusing on the mids because that's where the guitar's going to cut through. Yeah.
I think it's interesting. It's interesting that you mentioned the Fletcher Munson curves, the equal loudness curves. The theory being the louder it is, the better. That's oversimplifying the equal loudness curves, but the louder it is, the more bottom end and the more top end that is perceived. That generally, as I understand it. If you're in a very big venue where you have a front of house engineer, for example, he or she is more than likely rolling off a lot of the bottom end. Anything below probably 120, 130 hertz is gone. At the very least. So maybe if you've got a 4x12 or a 2x12 on stage with a closed back, you might do that with maybe an EQ, like a master EQ on your effects processor thing, like something like the Katana has a master EQ, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's all fiddly. Just think the bass. You've got to remove the guitar away from the bass player, away from the drums, and away from the top end effects, cymbals, hi-hat, that sort of stuff. Guitar's got to live in this very sort of narrow band.
And, that's not very narrow because that's the mid-range. Every system has mid-range.
Yeah.
So you don't want to get caught up with the bass player. Let them do that. Keyboards and guitar have to fight for the same frequency space. They just do. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. The only thing I would say is I've worked with so many guitar players who are quote unquote they're bedroom players and do a few gigs, and what you tend to find is those players have way too much bass on their sound.
Yeah, it's always too much bass. And the thing about the guitar cab as well. The guitar cab as well. If you mic up a guitar cab, it has loads of bottom end. There's loads of bottom end. So especially if you're close miking.
Yeah.
Get rid of the bottom end.
And you're going to go, but I hate this. And then you'll play as a band together, and then you'll go, that's why. Yeah,
because you can hear your guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can damp the strings and you can chug, we've all done it. Put a bit of gain in, you go on an E chord. And if the sub is going, you probably got too many low frequencies.
Yeah. Put a high pass filter at 150 hertz. That will do you a lot of help, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, 120, perfect. Chris, read Tonex editor. When I use it versus regular Tonex, it sounds different, and I would say worse. I'm using Tonex 1, and it's going into my Helix. Whatever. I don't really change the amps anyway. That's weird. Oh, that's definitely worth looking at.
Yeah.
When
you see, this was the problem before. You could use, and we never really crossed this one.
Hold on, I don't think he's saying the right thing. Tonex editor. Yeah, it's not. Tonex editor has just come out. You're talking about the Tonex standalone program on your PC.
Yes, because they are different things.
Different things.
Yeah, I think
Tonex editor. Yeah, Tonex editor does
not have sound. It just talks to the pedal, and it's driving the pedal.
Unbelievable. You start talking. I start talking, and James just takes over.
I didn't hear. Please carry on.
We just said it now.
Crack on. Say yourself.
No, you've ruined it. It's all. That's it.
Sod you.
Right.
Yeah. Tonex editor, not Tonex software. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Different things.
Yes.
Good evening, even the lamb. And then the sauce.
Yeah.
Is there any chance you can have Andy Sneap on the show?
I'd love to have Andy.
Andy Sneap. I sent you know I reviewed the Synergy IR20.
Yeah.
After me, I sent it on to Andy Sneap. So
right.
He's got. I don't know if he liked it or not.
I interviewed him a really long time ago, Production Expert, and he's a really nice guy. I'd love to get him on the show. There's a man who realizes that all 4x12 sound different, all guitars sound different, and his view is if he buys a guitar and can get a song out of it, worthy purchase.
Yeah, nice.
I love that.
Yeah, we all like Andy Sneap. Palomino, thanks, Jeff.
Yes.
Also, is very nice. Absolutely no good for guitars. Yeah, probably not very good.
Boing. I'd laugh.
Palomino says Steve. He says it's super light, but not recommended for guitars with trems. Apparently, that's interesting. I've seen Sir use Palomino on some of their guitars, but again, really expensive guitars.
It does sound like a kids a kids TV show, Palomino.
Yeah. Daniel Electro is a good shout.
It's a really good shout.
It's a good shout.
And they're very cheap. You can pick them up dirt cheap.
They're not though. They're not dirt cheap. They're not dirt cheap. They're like 300 quid. I don't think that's. I think you got yours dirt cheap, but
yeah, right, fair enough.
Wadey, buy a lap steel. Well, yeah, not really the same thing, but good shout. In Dawson, Mike Stern sits. Does he?
He does now. Yeah, because he's been. I listened to an interview with him the other day. He's got some serious back issues, so he sits down now.
But he's a fair age now, so
he's also a monster player as well.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeff says I've got a Sir Classic S made of Palomino, nice and light. They're good. Those ones. Pete, hey guys, Paul, what's that burst over your shoulder? Custom shop Murphy Lab. The burst. Hold on, there it is. That one. Nope, that one there. It's a Murphy Lab 59.
Lovely. That's a lovely guitar.
Yeah. So lovely. I think Murphy Lab is custom shop. I think it's the same. I think the custom, as far as I know, the custom shop build it. Murphy Lab age
finish.
That is what I think. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, finish it. Yeah, you're right. Finish it as well. Bogeyman. If there are waist straps for guitar, looks funny, but maybe a solution for people with shoulder problems. Good shout. Well done, Bogey.
Although that would look really weird, wouldn't it? Like some kind of weightlifter's belt with a guitar hook on it.
and then you can do this thing and just push it and go.
Look like some kind of ZZ Top.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Stand like single coils. Good evening, good people. Big hello from Belgrade, Serbia. Welcome, Stan. He said British bands of humour is oddly similar. Oh, British brand of humour is oddly similar to Serbian. I'm really enjoying your stabs, chuckling my volume pots off. Ah, nice one.
Ah, nice.
Yes, most Americans don't get our. Well, no, that's a lie. Most Americans. A lot of Americans find British, like James and my sort of banter probably quite offensive because we're quite nasty to each other. But it's all done in jest and banter. It's a very English thing, isn't it?
Yeah. the thing, basically, if you like someone, you have to prove that you hate them.
Exactly. Yeah. You only like someone after you told them they're a twat. Yeah. Thanks, guys. I've actually got a gig in 3 weeks. Eek. I think I'll use a stall. Thanks again. Good luck, mate. I hope. Well, you never know. 3 weeks. I mean, I don't know your injury, but fingers crossed you'll You know, you're better in 3 weeks.
Anything shouldery is quite long term.
Nasty,
my dad's shoulder thing has taken a really long time to sort out.
Oh, nasty. Shep, I've seen straps that fit around the waist. Never tried one, but worth the shot. Cheers, Shep.
Yeah.
Couple of suggestions like that. Jeff, some kind of headless effort will be lightweight. Yeah, but they don't sound. I've never heard of headless. David, hello, mate. He's Alan Rice. Seen this online a while ago. May help take the weight off. Neotech guitar support harness. Oh, good shout, Dave.
They're probably both because there's Neotech stuff for saxophones, obviously for baritones and bass saxes that are also worth mentioning while Mr. McQuinnan is there. We can do some of that action.
Yeah, Dave's Plectrums, fantastic Plectrums. He sells them on Reverb. Go and check them out. Called the Highland Plectrum Company.
Shing.
There we go.
Caught my son in here the other day posting Plectrums down the front of the desk.
Oh, God.
I'd love to say I held it in.
And they're banning spanking as well, aren't they? Unbelievable. Opinions of any Boss VG800. God, that's a vintage unit now.
Didn't we play through a VG6 amp?
That's the amp, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think is the 800 the floor unit. I could be wrong. But anyway, yeah. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've tried one of those. I wouldn't like to say, but I imagine
it's one of the blue ones. Those blue 3-pedal jobs.
Is it? How old is it? The VG800.
Hang on a second.
Yeah, show on the screen.
Looks quite new.
Yeah,
it's new. It's new. It was launched at now. Launched at now.
God. There we go. We've got a finger on the pulse.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I'm thinking of the old VG system.
I was thinking of VG as well. Yes.
You probably need. I'm guessing you probably need some sort of GK2 pickup. No. Yeah, it's got GK. Yes, it is. It's got GK input.
Okay.
Oh, and it's got guitar input too. Okay. So, sorry. God, I'm sorry, I couldn't find the screen. Yeah, I don't really know, to be honest.
Has it got a GK input on it?
Yes, it's got GK input at the back. It's got 2. Okay. Look, we're not being very good to all the people. I'm going to have to share the screen, so just give me 2 seconds.
No, yes, you're right. I can see. Yes, it has. Yes.
Sorry, yes. This is shocking.
It's great radio. It's great radio, isn't it?
Fucking radio. Okay, let's go here. Go to guitar. So yeah, it's sorry. This I think it was. This is in the old one. So the back of the unit. There you go. It's got GK in and out. So it's done by a jack as opposed to the old sort of funny MIDI lead.
The 16-pin MIDI thing. Yeah.
Which is the way that Boss do quite a lot of their things. Yeah, probably not my thing, to be honest. So I haven't really got an opinion about
that sort of stuff normally. Haven't we got to do one soon? One of those MIDI guitar-y type things soon. I'm looking forward to that.
You can do it. I'm not doing that.
I'll do it. Great fun.
Yeah.
Right, where are we? We're there. Boom.
Endorson. Parts prices will go up. Yes, yeah. I've heard quite a few people saying that it's going to get a bit tough.
It also has to be said though that if the floppy head one in the big white building in America has his way, and the Ukrainian-Russian war is, I'll say, sorted out, because I don't think it's going to be over, but I think they're going to sort it out. Hopefully parts prices will come down, because a lot of components and valves especially are made in Ukraine.
Valves aren't? I don't think there's any valve factory made in Ukraine, is there?
But there's certainly lots of component like germanium diodes and things like that are all made in Ukraine, as are all car wiring harnesses.
Oh, okay.
A lot of the wiring harnesses are made in Ukraine as well.
Interesting.
Which is why new cars are taking an eternity still.
See.
There you go.
Judd, good evening, gents. Can you tell me the difference between the Gibson Hummingbird and the Dove? Is it just the wood? Cheers, guys. You're the best rats in town. Thanks, mate. I don't know, to be honest. Who would know? Philip would know that. Huh?
It's the finish, isn't it? One's got doves on it, one's got hummingbirds on it. Or am I being really, really facetious?
No, there must be a difference. There's a big difference. There's a big difference. I can find out for next week if unless Philip's about, and Philip can chime in. The Voice of Unreason. Are you guys possibly going to be reviewing the high watt pedalsmith heads when they're final release this year? I've not had no contact from high watt.
We'd like to, if anyone out there can introduce us to high watt and they want to.
The high watt guys loads of times.
Have you? Fair enough. There's not bothered.
Yeah, been out for serious beers with the high watt boys.
The only high watt we got was the High Gain 100 that I bought, and it's not a new amp. But God, it sounds great. Yeah, I have to. Yeah, I'm trying to sell it, but nobody wants it, which is really sad because it's a great amp.
Yeah, Zach, live sound. Use an auto EQ spectrum analyzer with pink noise. How would that help?
You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that in the Dog and Duck in Peckham. You'd just roll some bottom in.
Yeah, but that's also for EQ in the room. I'd say, as opposed to EQ in the guitar.
Yeah, agreed.
Guitar hasn't got
all
the frequencies.
Yeah, exactly. Although, yeah, I mean, I've done pink noise sweeps on rooms to set the EQ up, but even in the big arena type stuff we do with Cheer, I don't bother with that because normally the rooms are so blooming awful anyway because they're sports barns. They're not actually nice.
Yeah. I bet Al would know about all that sort of stuff.
We play two. Smart does it, and a Smart license is really expensive. We do two venues in the country that sound really, really good. We do the MK Arena, Milton Keynes Arena, which is a music venue, and we do Bournemouth, both of which are already set up for us.
Jeff Rock, mid-range frequency. That's why God invented the treble booster. There we go.
Hey!
Greg from Adventures in Gearland is here. He's the right team, running late here, but you're sounding great there. I hope everyone's having an awesome week. And to you, mate.
We're doing our best.
Plant-powered peddler. Evening, lads. Any recommendations on FRFR cabs? I have tried God knows how many modelers, but always through amp, power amp and cab, and running a GX100 into a loud amp and 2x12, and it sounds bland. Yeah. Yes, the new Tonex cab from IK Multimedia is really good. I've got one over there somewhere. There it is.
It is really good. Really good. Or just buy a powered PA cab, because that's all they are. Get yourself a pair of Mackie SRM 350s, the baby ones. Give yourself 600 watts of glorious stereo.
These aren't the same though.
No, they're not.
These aren't the same. It's just a PA. It's just a PA cab. I would go for one of them. But right, next. Nectarius, evening gents, just bought back the very guitar that started it all for me. It's a Fender Player Stratocaster, and I've heard more premium, and I've had more premium guitars since, but this has a sentimental value for me. Oh, nice one.
Nice work.
Good one. Yeah. Guitar Hoodlum one. Nice show, guys. Always learning something new. Oh, don't listen to anything we say, mate.
So we're doing our best to keep up.
Blue Note Guitar. Why do I have to keep buying bigger and bigger pedal boards? Personally, I blame you guys for keep finding great pedals to review. Sorry, mate.
It's a cross we have to bear.
You know, I've got like a Victorian chest of drawers in my garage. That's about, I mean, how wide is it? Probably 5 foot wide and about 5 foot high. Full up with pedals. I need to have a big clear out. Is what I need to do.
Yeah, need to send some to me.
So many bloody beds. Al might do a video on EQ for live guitar. Yeah, great one. That's a really good one, Al. From a front of house audio engineer's point of view, if that would be interesting. Yes, it would be, mate. I think that's a brilliant idea. Just keep it fun. I think try to keep it non-technical, like I know you front of house engineering types like to do.
I'm not saying a word.
Greg from Adventure to Gearland says name Rat Pack. Said it about 3 years ago. There we go. So that's three votes. 3 votes
Rat
so
Pack.
far. Rat Pack or Vermin. Caleb, hello mate. He said, Paul, how are you liking the Tyler? Does it live up to expectations? Yes. So it's going back. So
yes, I love it. It's going back.
no. It's really good. It's really good. It's just it's got a couple of issues that I don't think a guitar of this price should have. And also they've been incredibly generous because I went for the hollow body and they're swapping it over for a solid body.
It is
the
loudest. It is the loudest electric guitar unplugged in I've ever heard.
Yeah, it sounds like a 325.
That includes semis and fully hollows.
Yeah, it's really loud. It's really loud, but it's really good. Yes, yeah, it took a lot to get used to, but it's really good.
I like it. I liked it.
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah, so they're building a new body at the moment.
Wow.
Jeff, aging is an arse. As I was limping around work today, someone said, "What's happened to you?" And I said, "I was born in the early 60s." Oh. Tony, wake up! Club bell exercises. Take up club bell exercises to fix shoulders. I fixed a long-term injury that was. He fixed a long-term injury that way. Mark Wildman's Wildman Athletica channel is highly recommended. Cheers, Tony. Thanks for the advice. Yes.
Excellent.
Shahaba. He said Matt Heafy, Trivium singer guitarist, produces a strange strap for better support. Nice one.
Okay.
Cheers, Shahab. Richter straps. I looked it up. That's the first. How come? That's the first non-suggestive thing that Shahar's ever put. There's no sort of hidden joke, sexual pun.
He could have made Richter into something.
Yeah, he could have done, couldn't he? He could have done that.
Fail, Shahar. Fail.
Yeah. 40 watts. Hello, mate. It's Phil from 40 watts. I really want to try the VG800. There we go. Sorry, Phil. Yeah. I can't believe I didn't know anything about that. I think because Boss they obviously don't want me to, I do review certain Boss products, and maybe they feel he's not in my wheelhouse.
Is it too technical for you, mate?
Probably. Greg, he says, Alan Rice, let's not forget Robert Fripp, purchase on a stall. If it's good enough for him.
That video.
I'm not saying anything anymore.
I love the Sunday lunch videos. All I can say is it must be chilly in their house.
Oh, I just don't get it. I get it. Howdy late here. Hi, Holiday. Hope you're well. Looking forward to the next Super Strat. Yes. So what's coming? There's a Shabbat coming, but it's probably going to be quite some time off. And there's something really exciting coming. But I'm going to hold off on that until it's definitely happening.
Okay.
Basil, gentlemen, I have a larger gig this weekend. How do I become a good guitarist by Saturday night?
Well, if you start now.
Do you ever think, and I think take a rest. So learn everything, and then don't practice up to the last minute, because I think sometimes if you practice, when you, like for me, I can practice, and I can't get something. I go to bed, wake up in the morning, and I've got it. So I think it takes that long for me.
That's because your brain is processing while you're asleep. That's why sleep is so good.
Yeah. I think that's what it is.
That's not me making it up. That's a sleep. I can't remember the book I read, but it's basically learning while you sleep.
Yes.
And your brain does take in what you've been doing during the day while you sleep. That's scientific fact.
Shahaba says, I hate the word facetious. It sounds like you combine feces and delicious.
Now we're back to Shahab.
Shahab's back. There we go.
Yes.
Feces and delicious. Excuse me. Shep says, hang on. Alan Rice. Didn't a certain Johnny Cash wear his strap on the opposite shoulder? Sure, we've seen a certain Mr. McCartney do the same. That's true. You could do that.
So did Albert Collins.
Yes, he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's quite a cool thing, isn't it? But is it quite... You're constantly then pushing with that shoulder. It probably wouldn't do you any good. I don't know. Give it a go.
No. Yeah. Worth trying.
Here we go. Phil's got it sussed. The Gibson Dove, thanks, Phil, is 25.5 scale length with a maple back and sides and mahogany neck. The Gibson Hummingbird is 24.75 scale, mahogany back and sides, along with the mahogany neck. Cheers, Phil.
And one's got doves on it, and one's got birds on it, or hummingbirds on it.
There we go. Thanks, Phil. Yeah, go and check out Phil's podcast. It's awesome. 40 Watt Podcast. Joe Griffiths, do you guys know when in April the Tonex will start be shipping out? What Tonex? What's coming out in April? Tonex cab. Yes, I think he meant cab. Okay. 20. I don't know. I had a thing through today. I think it's 26 days. So yes. 26 days from today. It had a countdown on it. Yeah.
It's good. We like it.
Yeah.
We need another one though, so we can do a stereo rig.
Yes. Yes. Flat Bamsey. Let's do his Mel Boss GT5. Wow. So the cockness seems to be harking back to the old days. Am I wrong? Yeah, I think it's... I mean, what's the point of it, I guess? When you could buy the pedals individually. I think... So, yeah. Look, Jam do these custom pedals. Custom shop pedals.
And they're brilliant.
There's one. Yeah, they're really good. So this is the Pink Flow. This is 1, 2, 5 pedals, I think.
6.
No, I think it's 5. Ripple. Oh no, it has. You're right. It has. But it's actually got 7 because it's got the seagull effect on it.
Seagull.
Yeah, you know the seagull effect. I don't know what Pink Floyd song it was. Had a seagull effect. Went.
I don't know that one.
Well, anyway, what it is, I think Dave got when Dave Gilmour was in the studio, he plugged. I think it's something like this. He plugged his wah-wah pedal in the wrong way around.
Right. Oh, okay.
Pushed it down, it made this weird noise. So that's why they got the seagull effect. It's basically a Pink Floyd pedal. Yeah. So yeah, they make them and they're great. And you can buy custom versions of their pedals as well, so you can get whatever you want made, and even put other pedals in there.
It's very cool.
I love it. It's brilliant. Session Gold. Hi guys, are you planning on doing a video of the James Tyler JTG series from China? They'll be around £800 if they send one. I don't think there's no plans. So if they send one, yes, I'd love to. Yeah, I think it'd be cool to do. Yes. Jim, I made an FR cabinet with 2 8-inch speakers with whizzer cone for the high frequencies. Parts Express had these speakers for a good price. Nice.
Now the whizzer cone is basically what you and I would know as a dual concentric. It's got a high frequency,
high frequency
tweeter in the middle, It's not as smooth as a dedicated tweeter, but it doesn't have to be because guitar doesn't go up that high.
Yeah.
Works perfectly well.
Fair point. Graham, I had a Tom Anderson Atom that looked solid, but was fully hollow inside. It was a bit too light for me in the end. Yes. It's fun, isn't it? It's funny how, I mean, yeah, my child is 6.1 pounds, which is a bit too light.
Yeah.
Great if you know, it's got a bad back or something.
Session goals, chatting amongst themselves. Yeah.
Okay, Joe says front loading your brain with info before you sleep is also a good way to retain it. Because your brain will process it during sleep. Nice.
Yeah, we like that.
Jeff Cook, re-Sunday lunch. Remarkably, Robert's eyes always remain fixed on Toya's eyes despite the apparent chilly draft in the kitchen. I don't really get it. I don't understand why. Is it just? I just don't get it.
Hey, if we're talking about them, other people are talking about them. You know, Toya's career effectively is in the 80s, and yet she's touring and filling out theatres now.
And she looks amazing. She looks amazing.
Absolutely bonkers, incredibly amazing.
Yeah, she looks great. But I don't get the Sunday. Is it a way just to ogle it? I just it's all a bit weird. I can't get my head around it. Blue Note Guitar, isn't it about time Boss gave us a new GT1000 type multi effects? Heard of anything in the pipeline? No, I haven't heard of anything in the pipeline.
Well, even if we had, we shouldn't have said.
Yes, even if we had, but I can tell you, I have not heard anything. They've not given us anything since the GT1000.
Yeah,
the GX100, the GX100.
True.
Which is much newer. Jeff, bang on that. I tried to learn Wasted Years. It was about 50-50, left it for a week, nail it every time now. Yeah, it's a weird thing, isn't it? Yeah, don't rehearse it up to the point of the gig.
No, sleep is your friend. Sleep is your friend. Definitely.
Gary, sorry, I've only just got home. What do you think of the Tyler? Yes, we're just gone over that. You probably heard it, Gary. Yeah, it's really good. Really good.
It's going back.
It's got a couple of things. Yeah, well, it's got a couple of things about it that it shouldn't. Yeah. It's got a couple of things that it shouldn't do, I feel, and it's going back, and they're amazing. They're great guys over there, and they're changing the body over for a solid body. Dave's looking good. Come on, he's looking good. Yeah, hello, mates. I'm buying bases now. Pray for me. Oh, mate, what's he doing?
He's joining the rhythm section at last.
Matthew, Johnny Cash and a strap on seems wrong. Ooh. That man's been in prison, hasn't he? But didn't Johnny Cash do a stint in prison? Anyway.
Yeah.
Maroon Seagull. Yeah. There we go. Thanks, mate. That makes sense, doesn't it? Marooned. Bet Nanny, what do you think about the JCM 900 and the criticisms about the diode to increase distortion level? Absolutely ridiculous.
It's one of the best amps I've ever owned, and I should never have sold it.
Do you know what? Do you know what these people? The only people that moan about a JCM 900 are the people that have valve amps and then put pedals in the front end.
Yeah,
it's exactly the same thing. It's exactly if you've got a boost pedal. Yeah, if you've got a boost pedal, the boost pedal isn't going to be. There are some valve boost pedals. Not many. Yeah, it's quite a rare thing. It's the same as putting a pedal in the front end. It was a great idea, and that's exactly what. Have a look at the different mods that all of these people, all these great techs did. The Eddie Van Halen amp, etc. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite amps.
Yeah, if you listen to, I'm going to have a listen to Nuno Betancourt. One of the greatest guitar players, greatest tones ever.
Yeah.
Shahaba, he says, I want to create a pedal called the
Monkey. So I can play with Macau.
Like the monkey, so I can play with. You might have to do that phonetically, mate.
Is that macaque? No, not
macaque. Yeah, macaque.
So I can play with macaque.
That's disgusting. That is proper wrong. He's a wrong one. I'm telling you, he's a wrong one.
Speaking of which, 3, 2, 1.
Ah, well, James drags it out longer and longer each week.
Yeah.
Jeff Brock, it's at worst, it's somewhere for Robert to hang your keys.
Love it.
Well, he says, I feel like I've joined at a weird time. Who's Toya? Does she have nice cans? Yeah.
That's certainly something. One thing you can call them.
Yeah, I think Toya is. I can't believe we're talking about this on a guitar show. Toya is probably in her 60s.
Must be in her 60s. Must be.
Looks like she's in her. Yeah, looks like she's in her 40s. She looks amazing.
Yes,
I'm not sure they're real. But
Robert Fripp, you know, whatever he just carry on. Just carry on.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Just move on.
Okay, Hot 8. Session goal could be, I'm always looking for new guitars. I have a Sir with nitro finish and a couple of Lux tones, but willing to buy another. Nice.
Lux tones are nice. We like those.
There's one for sale at the moment on eBay.
Ooh.
It is the most beaten up thing you've ever seen. Factory relics. And it's like someone's done it with a chisel. No, it's too much. Far too much. Sorry, session gold. In recording videos with a webcam and guitar by audio interface in Logic simultaneously by StreamYard OBS, a good alternative to filming with phone and doing the editing afterwards. I'm so bad at it. So, gosh, I mean, oh God, it's so hard. I can't.
I wouldn't use StreamYard for anything musical because it does weird things to music in the background. It's quite annoying, and I've emailed them lots of times, and every time I just get ignored. OBS is the way, but OBS will take you some setting up, and I couldn't possibly start to describe how to do it because I'm not an OBS user or a big fan. At some point, do it with your phone.
You can do it. Yeah, I mean, you can do it with a webcam. My first videos were with an iMac, and yeah, like the very first videos, and I got through. No one ever said, "Oh, your video didn't look very good." Yeah, go for it.
I used to say every time you move backwards and forwards, it changed the aperture, and the light went bright, dark, bright.
Dark, yeah, bright. No, that's fair enough. That's a fair point.
But you know, there are worse problems to have in the world. Let's do. There we go.
Al says, "How about getting a Jam Pedals TSR custom board made?" Just a thought. Yeah, good idea. We were doing a custom pedal actually at one point. I'll get in contact with them. Jahat, hold on. Do you have a chance to listen to the new Stephen Wilson album? It's only 2-track and highly recommend. Oh, that is so prog, isn't it? 2-track album. That's the most prog thing I've ever heard.
Side A, side B, isn't it? Almost. I haven't listened to it yet, but he's probably done it. He's probably mixed it in Atmos. So yes, I will.
Blue Note Guitar says Toya is like a well-aged Gibson. Good.
It's a joke like that. Right. Let's do the news because we're an hour in.
Okay.
At you.
Oh, gosh. I'm starting to flag. Okay, right. So here we go. This is all the stuff that's come out this week. Creative Tube Circuits, Venus. I did the review for it on, I think it was Thursday.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, really good. So it's got a proper valve in it,
and
it's like the BK Butler tube driver. Really good. Well worth checking out. These are weird. I don't know what to think of these.
I quite like the cherry blossom one.
Yeah.
And I quite like the far right, the kind of pink clouds, but the cherry blossom with the sky, no.
It's weird, isn't it? It's very Japan. I mean, it's Fender Japan, so
Yes.
you know, Fender. So Japan get guitars that we don't ever see. It's such a Japanese thing, isn't it? I can't imagine ever seeing that in a shop and then someone buying that in the UK.
Although I do quite like that one.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
Yeah, that's just weird.
But what is it? Is it a photo? Is it actually painted? What is it?
It's got to be a photo. It's got to be photo, isn't it?
Yeah,
How much?
exactly. So yeah, I mean they're $1,400. So
it's gonna be a photo. It's gonna be a transfer type thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm not offended by those generally. Oh, hello.
Okay,
nice.
PRS SEs.
Right.
So this is
no.
I'm not a big fan of the bell tops and stuff.
No. That looks dirty.
That does look like it needs a good hosing down. Yeah, you're right. That looks like it's got two extra control knobs.
Yeah.
It has. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, the eyes. Although the Swamp Ash, that looks nice. I like that green one. That's nice.
Yeah.
And I like the Swamp Ashy one. Is it actually Swamp Ash or is it just a?
I don't know what that is. What is that? That is
Lake Blue and Natural. I like the Lake Blue and I don't mind the Natural either.
Yeah.
How much?
I'm not sure. About £1,000.
£1,000. Yeah, that's not too bad. But when you say, is it an SE or a CE?
What, that?
Yeah.
That's a DGT.
They're SE. No, but that's the DGT. But what's the?
Oh no, yes, that's an SE DGT. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, yeah.
SEs, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, though. I mean, I'm sure in the flesh, and I'm sure they play great, and I'm sure up close and personal they look gorgeous. I would be tempted by that blue one, the Lake Placid, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Right. Lastly, because we don't need that. Lastly, so Jerry Landreth, signature Rev D25.
Mm-hmm.
This is quite a weird move, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So Jerry Landreth, he's known for playing 100-watt 2-rocks.
Yeah.
Right. Moved over to 25-watt combos.
Rev.
Yeah.
Rev combos.
Yeah. Now, so yeah, we all know. I mean, Joe Landreth, amazing guitar player.
Yeah.
But I think this is all to do with the whole Trump tax.
Probably
because Jerry Landreth comes from Canada, and so Rev, and I think he's
Canadian,
yeah, I think he's just supporting his own, his own side,
and it looks cool.
A bit of it looks cool. Yeah, I like it. I just don't understand how a guy that's used to playing really high headroom amps is now gone over to a 25-watt combo. Just it's such a weird. I'd have understood it if he made a 100-watt head cab. And Jerry Landreth, he's don't get me wrong, he's an amazing guitar player. He's known for a few endorsements.
He could make a Sun Mustang 15 sound incredible. So
yeah, but he's known for endorsing stuff. So yeah, I don't know.
I'd like to try one.
Yeah, I'd like to try one, and he's an amazing guitar player. So
yeah. Can I do what the stuff I've been buying this week or been sent this week and been acquiring and stuff?
Yeah.
So, mentioned last week that I had a bit of a win at the auctions. Went to get it today.
When you say win,
well, I won the lot.
Okay. There we go.
Now, for those of you eagle-eyed out there, you'll know this is the second 5150 I've bought.
We blew up the first one.
We blew up the first one. The first one was technically, I thought it was called referred to as a block letter. It's not. It was a signature. This one is a block letter. This is the Mark 1, the one that apparently everybody wants, and I've got one. So there will be captures coming from it as long as I don't blow it up.
Yeah. Can I just and then we can remove him because we've got it. Tommy says, "Grey hair, baldy." Tommy, I'm bald. I can't grow my hair. Stupid fuckwit. Look, I'm bald. How can I grow my hair if I'm bald? Twice. Anyway.
Bye. There he goes.
Anyway.
Yes. Right. I'm not finished. Not finished. Not finished.
Sorry, James. Sorry. Apologies. Go on.
Not finished. Also, I'm working with the team at ACS, who make custom molds and plugs and stuff, and they've sent me a new pair of these, and I can't really talk about them yet because they're very exciting, and these are their new ones. Custom molds for me, and they are very, very lovely. They are the best in-ear sound I've ever had playing drums. And they've sent me some plugs as well, some custom molded plugs, which is very nice and practically impossible to demo.
Yes.
So yes, very excited about all of that stuff. Anything else come? No. Carry on.
Carry on.
Hang on. Where are we? Boom, there. Hang on. Yes.
Jeff says, if you watch Paul Stafford cook, he does all the stuff with an iPhone. Nice. There we go.
Yeah.
I imagine Tom Bukovac does as well, because that, his stuff always looks quite sort of lo-fi.
Boom.
A nitro finished guitar's lighter. What's the advantage? Well, yes, technically yes. Normally a nitro finish is normally a thinner coat. Normally. So yes, a lot of these, like for instance, we go back to James Tyler. I can't remember, when they do their finishes like the schmears and all that lot. Yeah. It's a load of paint, and it really adds a lot of weight to the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, technically it does. How much I don't really know. Probably not that much. Matthew, Gilmore used Seagull delay on Is Anybody Out There? Oh, there we go. Troy is easy on the eyes, but not on the ears. I think you're.
To be fair, I mean, if you listen, there are certain other celebrity wags. Yoko. Just leave that there.
Different though. Different. I mean, we're not. Thankfully, Yoko's not doing it now.
Thank God.
Graham, just use Camo Studio on my Mac to record video. It runs from my iPhone to my Mac. Nice. There we go. That's a good shout.
Yeah, great shout.
Bobby Fripp, just casually strolling into the kitchen for a sandwich and manages to get roped into that chaos every Sunday. If it's the Toya, I think she's a poor man's Amanda Holden. Interesting.
That's quite funny. Yeah.
Thanks everyone. I'm looking for her.
Hang on. It says it here.
I look for an easy way to film myself and record the guitar with backing track at the same time, so I don't have to sync it up with the phone. I have to Impero Stage 2 seems. Yeah. Yeah, I think for something like, if you're using a backing track, I would recommend using a DAW.
Yes, or use a DAW on your iPhone. You can use something like GarageBand on your iPhone. Will work.
Yeah, but then you've got to get an interface for your iPhone and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, but if you're using DAW,
it's very fiddly doing it on your iPhone.
Yeah, but if you've got one.
Yeah, if that's what you've got, absolutely.
Yeah.
Jess, there we go. Just ordered Bernie Marsden's new album, Icons. It's part of his Inspiration series. He signed all of the others, but I guess that's not going to happen with this one. Wow. Nice. I didn't know he's you know, the what do they call
posthumously.
it?
Posthumously.
That's the word.
Yes.
Zach, YouTube Premium has limited high quality audio. Ah, interesting.
Sadly, it's still only stereo though for now. Annoyingly.
Session Gold, to have that function built in, but it's expensive. Hero stage.
Yes. Yeah.
Amongst themselves.
Yeah.
DA Graphics. Hey, are you still using the Boss NS1X? It's over there on my
wall
Boss shelf.
Yes.
The wall of shelf. The wall of Boss. Al says, I worked with Tora a few times. Once her mic is muted, the rest is bliss.
Oh yeah, more chatting. That's fine. Then.
Okay. As an American, I fully support the world boycotting American products. Looking good, Dave. And Tommy the Fanny. You got to say in that. It's Tommy the Fanny. You got to say in the Scottish voice. Tommy the Fanny.
Hey.
Mike Blue. Cheers, y'all. Cheers, Mike.
I think Tommy was the one we've just booted out.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Hey, look, I've been bald for like 30 years. I don't get offended by it, but he was giving it a go. Hollywood, I'm here. Howdy, all, and over 100 viewers. Nice. Well done, Hollywood. Good to have you. Yeah, give us a like, guys. If you like this, it really, really does help. So doesn't cost you anything to just click the like button. Willie, does anyone know where I can get a custom headstock decal done? It's an image rather than a text. I would say any sort of screen printery type thing.
Yeah. They'll do it onto a clear background. You just transfer it on.
Yeah. And then
varnish over
the top. Yeah.
Or
varnish, sorry. Lacquer over the top, isn't it?
Yeah, spray lacquer.
That Wii mixer sounds very useful.
Hey.
South Scottish. Yeah. Naturally finished, most importantly, smells awesome. It sure does.
Yeah.
It definitely does. Oh, I love that smell of a case being opened for the first time. Session Gold. Thanks, Willie. I want to do more 80s covers where I place guitar parts of my own and highlight them. So I'm playing along with songs like Man in the Mirror cover. Nice.
The Man in the Mirror cover, I think, is Larry Basilio's, and it's beautiful, her version. She also has arguably the best rhythm section on planet Earth with her.
She does, yeah. Willie, I'm looking for an easy way to film myself too, not guitar related. Film myself, let's have a look.
Stop now.
Depends if you need two hands. Mike Blue, Toya's theatric phrasing doesn't rock. Yeah, it's too much, isn't it? It's too much.
Barracuda.
Have you ever heard the lockdown Nuno Betancourt Nancy
version
Wilson
of
Barracuda?
Yes.
Oh, amazing.
Have you heard the Nuno Betancourt lockdown project with every guitarist who you've ever wanted to go and see live, where they do
really?
Bohemian Rhapsody?
No, oh cool.
It's incredible.
That must take some work.
And Brian plays the lead, of course.
Of course he does. Really, that sounds wrong. Yeah, I think he meant it to sound wrong.
Yes, yep.
Tommy the Fanny.
We worked it out.
We kicked it out. Yeah. Nick Doris, is the situation other than a silent stage gig that you would actually prefer gigging a modeler to an amp? Yes. If you can't hear the amp or you can't turn the amp up to a level where the amp is sounding any good, without a doubt, I would much rather use a modeler.
Yep.
The worst thing is turning up with an amp. Even I turned up with a matchless Lightning, which is a 15-watt amp, to a gig once, and just on the first sort of rehearsal, just getting the levels and stuff, was told to turn it down to the point where the amp sounded shit. And you can't, what can you do? So I'd much rather use a modeler for that.
Yep.
1 vote for Rat Pack. Cheers, Daniel. Yeah, Rat Pack. I think Rat Pack's win.
I think so. Oh dear, you me.
They're talking about themselves.
Yeah.
Willie Pov.
Yes.
I did my own cover Man in the Mirror too. Check it out if you like this. We'll do.
We will do.
We'll do. Nectaris, pristine cling tone, no distortion allowed. Do you pick a Telly Strat or Gretsch with Filtrons? Strat.
Strat.
Yeah, all day long. Cheers, Steve. There we go.
We're there. We're at the end. I'm going to hit this button now.
I could do with an early night.
Me too. Having been up at 5. I'm going to hit this button now. Stupid comment of the week. Now,
can I say before we do this,
yeah,
I wish we had funny comment of the week as opposed to stupid comment, because I think it seems a bit of an insult to say this person's given a stupid comment. I think it's an innocent comment. It's a funny comment of the week, I would say. This is very good. This is really good.
Read it out then.
So this was on the JS 400 guitar, and this guy said, bought mine in Thailand last year. Fantastic value and quality. Replaced everything except the neck and the body. Yeah, so which is fabulous. Too hot to hot rod it up. They made it in Indonesia. So basically, he's got a Triggers broom, which is
a Triggers broom guitar. And if you don't know what that means, just Google Triggers broom.
Yeah, basically. So it's a fantastic value and quality after everything's been replaced in it, which is quite a funny comment of the week.
Stupid comment of the week.
Yeah, that's
there you go.
One.
There you go. I like that. We don't mean to be insulting, because obviously but it's funny. It made us both laugh, and we went, that's the one.
It wasn't an offensive comment. Most of the stupid comments of the week are offensive ones, and it wasn't offensive. It was just funny because it's a great guitar, but I had to replace everything.
Oh, the irony. Thanks everyone for joining us. Slightly shorter show tonight because, quite frankly, we're both absolutely toast. Mr. Drew is auditioning for Rudolph in Panto. But we will see you next week for more of the same. And yeah, let's just do some more of that stuff. Lots going on this week. Lots of exciting stuff coming. So keep an eye on the channel. Please do like, subscribe, hit the bell, all this normal stuff. If you fancy checking out some more techie stuff, then head over to the other channel, TSR Jivey Talks Tech. But until next week, we'll see you again soon. My name's James Ivey.
Apple Drew.
He's going to be better next week, and we'll see you very, very soon. Bye, everyone.
Yeah.
Have a great week.
Cheers.
Take care.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.